all of you are matured adult. You've already started your life. So if I have to make a guess where you are in your life journey, probably most of you are somewhere in the middle of your life. And if we step back a little bit and try to understand the overall view of life, life basically comprises of 325s, which means that first part of life or first 25 years of life, we are basically preparing for life, right? We are mainly focused on our education, on our development, on learning as much as possible. And actually, this is a full-time job we have in this part of life. Most people start their job or career or business somewhere end of this first 25. So first 25, we are preparing for life. A lot of aspirations, a lot of dreaming, because nothing stops you to dream about your life. And from the very beginning, we are born till around the year we age 25, we are aspiring, we are dreaming, we are planning, right? We don't think that we have started life until we start our career or start our family life. So we are in a preparation mode, first 25. Then we start the second 25. And by the time you start second 25, you have basically started a career, a job, a business, and you are also pretty much looking forward, or you have already started your family life as well. Now, this second 25 is the busiest part of your life, right? In the beginning, we feel that we are just starting a life and we'll make a progress, and we do make some progress in the initial, but we also face a lot of challenges during this time, the second 25, because we are exploring a lot of things. Some we have prepared well. For many other things, we are not prepared, or we have not prepared well, and we basically deal with those life challenges as and when we face them. And sometimes we are successful, sometimes we are not. This phase passes very quickly because it's a very busy part of life. And work pressures, family pressures, social pressures, name it. Now, again, if I relate it back to you, all of you, and if I have to make an aggregate assessment where you guys are in your life, you are probably in the middle of the second 25, somewhere around late 30s or beginning or 40 or early 40s. So you are right in the middle of second 25. But you very quickly reach to the third 25 when you turn 50. That's a milestone. That's a major change in the thought process and mindset and our understanding, because at this juncture, we feel that as if we have lived our life. We try to look back and try to understand why the life has passed so fast. And we still have a lot of aspirations, a lot of dreams, a lot of things still to complete. But after 50, now there are again exceptions, I'm not saying, but for most of people, this is a milestone in the sense or major turning point in your life, because you look back and you say that my time is run out or my time is running out. And what else could I do? Because you still want to achieve a lot. And then, of course, it's more like a wrapping up process for life, that you started to wrap up, you started to think about your retirement, your health, your family, the things you do want to complete in your life. That becomes your focus. You still make progress, but your focus shifted from making progress to wrapping up your life. And of course, different people have different experiences. Back to you guys, because this is what we try to understand, that how best we could live our life. So you are in the middle of second 25, which means that you still have some time left before you reach to that juncture where your mindset is starting to change. I will ask you to do a mental exercise. We are right now in the year 2024. Think about it a little deeply. Where were you in the year 2009? That is 15 years back. 15 years back, where were you in your life? 15 years is a long period. Where were you in terms of your education? Where were you in terms of your personal development? And most importantly, where you were in terms of your career development or career progress. But wherever you were in 2009 and wherever you are today, you could see the journey very clearly. And I'm sure most of you had made good progress, and most of you might feel satisfied that you made good progress. Some of you look back and say that, look, well, I probably did not achieve what I wanted to accomplish. Now think of this. What if you are given another chance to relive this 15 years? So you are given a chance by God that, okay, I'm going to put you back in 2009 and you have an opportunity to relive your life for 15 years. What do you think? What would you do differently if you want to do differently? Probably you would say that, no, I would live it again. And this time my results would be very different. So who want to relive the life with an intention to make it better this 15 years? And again, you don't need to tell me but think in your mind yourself that if you relive this 15 years, what would be the achievement? And I'm sure most of you say that it would be drastically better, much different. We always think that if I'm given another chance, I would live my life better because we have gone through some experiences. And we think that by using those experiences, we could make better decisions. We could achieve better for us, for our family, and so on. Now, of course, this is a hypothetical assumptions. There is no way we can go back into our life. But this simulation we are going to go through in the next 1 hour has been designed to give you a such experience. So this simulation would start with your, rather than going into the past, it would start with your current scenario, 2024, wherever you are. And step by step, it will take you in the next 15 years. So you would be able to look through your life in the next 15 years. And that life is not one snapshot, it would go through the process. So the simulation we are talking about is basically you are going through that experience of next 15 years. And it's, again, it's a simulation, but it's pretty much designed in a way that it would really give you a feeling that as if you are living your future life. And the most important part of your future life or your life is about making choices, making your decisions. In a strategy, we learned that strategy is all about making trade-offs, picking something at the cost of other. Same is about life. Life is never perfect. You cannot live a life perfectly dreamed about. Whatever you dream, whatever you aspire, there would be some compromises you have to make. At some point of time, you have to pick one thing at the cost of other. It is never a case that you will achieve everything you want, right? So this is dependent on our decisions. What decisions do we make? What priorities we pick? What considerations we make? So who has really worked through those things, thought about it a little deeply? What is the purpose of your life? What do you want to accomplish in this life? What is your vision to achieve in your life? And what are your values? What are your guidelines? Reality is that most of you are living such a busy life.
Yeah.
You don't have time to think about your life purpose. Everybody realizes this is very important because this is about your life, but life is running out. And in 10, 12 years, you would reach to that milestone of 50 years juncture in your life where you would look back and say, how did I live so fast to this point? If I ask you that, what is your ideal you? Which means that if you could visualize yourself as a perfect being, according in your own eyes, who would that be? Your life purpose in that perfect being. But we are not that perfect being because we are always trying to fill the gaps.
Yeah.
And we have not really thought about in a structured way to see where I am today and what I should be. We have a plan for it. We have a tentative plan for it. Yeah, someday, sometime I will think about it. Someday, sometime I will work on my life and then I would live a perfect life. But that someday, sometime never comes and time runs out.